Hey guys, welcome back. Oh my God. Have you seen the pencil prices this week?
It's like the stock market crash of '29.
You would not believe what has happened, and we're about to find out. The links I'm going to be giving you today are very volatile. Some of them have been changing after several hours. It's been crazy. It looks like there are just a massive decline in pencil prices this week, and everybody's running sales. Everybody is dropping prices, except for one place, you wouldn't believe. With the Prismacolors, yesterday alone, I saw the Prismacolor change 3 times. All the links will be provided for you in the description box. If you click a link and it does not match my price, you're going to just have to go with it because they do change rapidly. Some of them are on limited time sales, so don't wait. If you've been waiting for a pencil set, grab it. Some of these links do not come up in search engines, and they're links that I've been following for a very long time. I try to get the best prices for you. I've been monitoring pencil prices for about 3 years now, so I'm very familiar with the trends. We're going to start out today with Verithins. Now, if you're not familiar with Verithins, they usually run for about $25, $26. This week, there is a half-off sale. It's $13.15. Prismacolor Premier pencils are blending pencils, and they don't do hard lines very well, which means that they can smear into the areas you don't want them to smear. Verithins are a very old line of pencils, and I believe Verithins were even around right around the time of Eagle Barrel. They're hard wax, which means that they are not very vivid. They're not meant for large space coloring. These are used for fine lines on the edges of the objects in your pictures. My personal sets go back they're very old. For $13.15, they are worth getting a set and having it and being able to have those tools to work with. The next pencils are the Prismacolor 72s. Now, the 72s usually run over $50. I've seen them up close to $90 at times. It's now $43.30. Often the 72 and the 130s, they're not usually a good deal, but at $43 they come in below budget, and just this time they are a really good deal. Then we have the Prismacolor 21s. Now, this has been a set that I've been pushing for a long time. It's 20 pencils. For this week, it is up slightly. It's up 34 cents, and it was $8.77 before. It is now $9.11. Still a fantastic deal. But the big deal of the week is the Prismacolor 150s. This is totally insane. Prismacolor is down to $65.79. I've never seen it this low. I have watched it go up and down all weekend. Well, actually not up, all down. Last week, it was at $87.91. I cannot believe the price. This is not going to last. And this is definitely the deal of the week. The next brand I'm going to talk about is the Amazon Basics. And boy, did they surprise me this week. The 72s went from $21 one minute, and the next minute they were up to $29.99, which has been higher than they've been in a really long time. They were like down to $25, $24 last week. So this may not be the best week to be getting the Amazon Basics, but I'm including it because the 24 is a really good deal. So we could probably hold off a little bit while longer for the Amazon Basics. If you've been looking for the set, you can check back on it. When they go out, I'm afraid they're not going to get restocked for a while. I'm not sure, but they've been really selling hot. And because they are great pencils, they really, if you can't afford the Prismacolor, get yourself a set of the Amazon Basics. Next, we have the Starjoy 120s, and they're still at $29.99, so they're holding steady. And the Deli Pencils are $28.99, and those are by HG Legend. Now, I'm always talking about Andy, and that's his pencils. But he also has a third one, and that's the wraps. I hadn't really spoken about the wraps too much because I didn't use the pencils. I bought it, but I really wasn't planning on using the pencils. I didn't think they were going to be anything more than Brut Funner in quality. Well, I was very surprised, and they are way better than Brut Funner. They are on a limited time deal, so you get the canvas wrap and you get 72 pencils. These pencils are really vivid and they're very smooth. The wrap this week is really pretty, and he's running a deal. You have to use the link that I'm providing for you because it goes to this specific wrap, but it's on a limited time deal. It's coming in at $22.09. It's normally $25.99, so you're saving $3.90. In addition to that, he's giving at checkout a 5% discount. Mark Art, which I talk about every week, they are holding steady at $16.99. This is a fantastic price. This is for the 48. Mark Art pencils are Naomi pencils. The next deal that I wanted to talk to you about is a new pencil, and that's the Derwent Chromaflow. I'm right in the middle of doing a full demo for the Chromaflow, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit beforehand so I don't have to include everything in that video. I have my opinions on the Chromaflow, and some people may disagree with it. Derwent is a very good company. It's a professional company, and we all know that. And with professional companies come a professional price. These Derwent Chromaflows are a new formula for them, and it's a wax-based pencil. The colors are very vivid. They're very smooth, and I give them that. They deserve their props for that. The price of the pencils are high. Now, it's $29.38 for 24 pencils. Now, for a professional pencil, that's not bad at all. But in their literature, they were not able to talk about light fastness. And that's going to be the difference between professional pencil, and they went a little budget this time. Even though I believe the quality of these pencils are professional, they certainly perform that way. When I went to use these pencils, the colors are very nice. If you don't have other sets, unfortunately, the choices of colors that they did make, they were a little bit too close to the Prismacolor colors. About 1/4 of the set were identical match to Prismacolor. So if you are working with professional pencils and you've got a Prismacolor set, you might be a little bit disappointed. The rest of the pencils were colors, but not unique enough to warrant the $29.38 price tag. What this set left me a desire to have more. If this formula had 72 or 120 pencils like some of their other sets, or at least 100, I would have been really excited about this set. I would even be willing to pay a little bit more, or maybe even 3 times the price, if it had a larger set and a much bigger selection of colors. The Lyra really wide 6mm core pencils, they have a limited time deal as well. They were up to $18. They are now down to $16.97. Brut Funner this week, the Brut Funner 180s. Now this is a really good deal. They're down. They usually go for about $49.99, $50. They are down $11 right now, and they're $38.99, and at checkout, they're giving 15%. This is the 180 set. Now, as far as the quality of Brut Funner, I consider that the mid-range. I give it about a 5 out of 10. They're not bad. And given that some of the colors are smooth and some of the colors are a little bit scratchy, but they make up with it with being 180 colors, which is basically the full range of colors that they have available. So right now, that is a very good deal if you want to pick up a lot of colors all at once. This is a good deal. The Cyper Tops are still at $13.99. They are a very low budget set. They're also a little bit low quality as compared to other sets, but a nice set to give out as a gift. It is 72 pencils for $13.99. And Artfly is still coming in at $29.97, and that's about average price for them, so there's no real change there. Now, the last pencil that I'm going to bring up this week, you're going to be very surprised about. I'm going to talk to you about Arteza. Now, I don't mean to always be smashing that company, but I really do believe they are a bit shady. And this week is no different. The shade is definitely coming down in this week. So they have these 72 pencils on sale. And the 72 pencils are on sale for $24.56. That's a decent price for a budget set. You're getting 72 colors. You have to expect with a budget set of that low price, you're not going to expect this to be an expert set, even though they tote them out as it. Now, they have 72 colors. Now, follow my math. 72 colors for $24.56. For $50, or $51 actually, they are selling their 120. But that's 72 to 120 is not double, and it doubles the price. So if you buy the 120 set, you're practically doubling the price. At $50.99 for a 120 set at this quality is a no deal. These pencils in the 120 set are no different than the ones in the budget set, but they're still toting their pencils out as being expert and professional. I disagree. I have plenty of videos out there giving the reasons why. So there are people who do like the Arteza pencils, and I'm just passing it on that their 72 is at a decent price this week at the $24.56. Don't go for the 120s. There are so many better choices. Go for Starjoy 120s. Much better pencils. The link I've been using for the Kuhn sharpeners, they had run out of them, and when they came back, they increased the price to $10.31. So I changed the link, and I found it again for the $7.97. I'll leave that in the link description box. The next couple of things were things that people asked me about. Book organizers, which ones did I recommend? I'm putting up the ones that I have, and I'll leave the descriptions for the ones that I could personally say are worth the money. One of them is $21.99. They're all about the same. They come in different colors, so it's a personal choice. I've got black, and I've got like a hot pink one. I forgot to give you guys the link for the rotating pencil holder, so I'm going to include that this week. There's a 5% off at the checkout this week for that. I didn't even know that one holds over 300 pencils. The one that I have, which is not as good as this one, doesn't hold nearly that much. But I could see this one, which has a much better spacing, doing that. So that's it for the pencils of this week, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.